Culture refers obviously to the habits, the practices, the norms. It is that totality of life. It is how we behave, how we function, how we relate to each other, how we pray to God even, that is a part of the culture. How we party together. We all know that righteousness exalteth a nation, and sin is a reproach to any people. You are hearing the voice of a sinner. I am no paragon of virtue. I merely try to be a moral force for good. And I appeal to all my colleagues in here, all 30 of us, including you, sir, to be able that when we leave here, and when we finish with the business of this parliament, to be able to say to our constituents and this country that we have tried to be moral forces for good. Somebody must stand up in this country and address the issue of a culture that is in decay. When I was at school, we didn't start off with that. Your Honor, every time I hear the hymn, "New every morning is the love," or "Awakening and uprising prove, through sleep and darkness, safely brought, restored to life and power and thought." Up to today, some of my colleagues in here remember that hymn. And every time I hear that hymn, it transports me back to my school hall at Grace Hill, to my school hall at Wesley Hall, to my school hall at Harrison College. And to this day, it means something to me. What does it mean to a child today when he goes to school and before his classes start, he has to be repeating in a schoolyard with his colleagues? You like Mobby? Don't be afraid. And you can take the bark off of somebody. And when you're done with she, you can bring she sister. And that's how our school children start the day. Righteousness exalts a nation. Sin is a reproach to any people. Music is so powerful. You may hear someone morning at 7 coming down in the car, and all 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you still singing it. It is as powerful as that, Your Honor. Music touches the soul. How are we touching the souls of our little children? Are we touching their souls with sex and violence at the age of 10? For God's sake, at the age of 10? Let us give to our children lives that will be memorable, not lives that will be snuffed out when they reach 18 or 19 or 20. Let us not condemn our children to a prison. Let us give them the freedom of wholesomeness. It used to be something that was so cherished, wholesomeness. A friend of mine asked me just this week, "Do you see anybody going to Sunday school now?" Sunday mornings used to be the gentle hour. The gentle hour. We can't blame the churches if the people not going. It's not the church's fault. The decision is made elsewhere for people who breach their responsibility to their children. I don't blame the churches. Righteousness will exalt this nation, and sin will continue to be a reproach to our people. I'm obliged to you, sir.